Hi guys, welcome to OG Cars, and in today's video you join us with Georgina's mum's MK4 Fiat Panda. So this car came up a couple of months ago when Georgina's mum was looking for a new daily. The C3 Picasso had just failed the MOT. I did a few repairs and it went through, but it's got to the point where it was failing every year and the cam belt was due, and we thought, you know what, it's time to change up. So Georgina's mum tasked us with finding specifically a MK4 Panda, and specifically had to have aircon as well. So we knew we were looking for the lounge model, and now these models were sort of fetching 4, 5, 6 grand easy all day long. So when this one came up for £2,700, we were wondering why on earth was it so cheap. So this car only came up about 10 minutes away from G's mum's house anyway, so it was one we had to have a look at. But if you were to have a look at this plate, it would come back as a category S. Now this would be enough to put a lot of people off, but when the price is so much cheaper, sometimes it really is worth a look. And in this video, we're just going to tell you quickly why it's worth weighing up the pros and cons to see if you can get yourself a good deal. So now we've moved to the offside rear of the car, you'll probably start to see why this was a category S. If you look closer, you'll see exactly why. And I'm just going to come up to here because it is the most obvious visual part. This bit has been resprayed and it is not the best either. You can see it's sort of yellowed around here, and also the filler work that they've done is not the best. But ultimately, this was the only damage we could find on the car. So in terms of a category S, basically you know you're going to have an amount of damage which has, you know, gone through insurance. So therefore, when we looked at this car, we thought, right, let's see where that is. We found out it was the driver's side rear, and we did a full inspection of this car anyway. So we went through the car, underneath, inside, under the bonnet and everything, just to make sure. So because the damage on this car was on the driver's side rear, we obviously made sure to check on the inner wheel arch, make sure that the inner quarters were okay and everything, and that the boot hadn't actually been pushed in at the back or anything like that, and even the crash bar was all in good order. So basically the only damage to this car was to the rear bumper and partially to the rear quarter and the petrol cap. So the petrol cap has just been stuck back on, and they've just done a fairly hash repair of this. But this is an absolute steal of a car. It was probably half the price as any car of the same age in the same spec, and ultimately it had, I think, almost full service history. It had a lot of work done anyway. It had a recent cam belt and clutch, and when we got it, I did a service on it just to make sure it was all up to scratch as well. So basically, for a bargain price, the car is as good as any other, but you've just got this one bit of damage. So in this video, of course, I'm trying to say there's pros and cons, and right now, yes, I'm trying to sell it as a massive pro, but buying a category S is just going to get you a really cheap car and hopefully minimal damage. But bear in mind, this is obviously going to change car to car. You need to fully inspect a car if you're looking at it and see what damage it has, because there could be much worse damage than you think, or it could have been repaired even worse. You know, it depends on the area. So you've got to see what's been done. Obviously, another con of this is that the car resale value is still lower. So even though it's been had for a lower price, it's not like you can sell it for the same price as a non-Cat S, because anyone is going to be able to see that it's a Cat S and therefore not pay as much for it. It's worth me stating as well, of course, that if you are thinking of buying a category S car but you're not really quite sure what you're looking for, then do get someone to check it out as well. You can get sort of like RAC approved viewings and stuff like that, or if you find someone that you know that can have a look at a car with you, then that is always ideal before getting a car if you don't know what you're looking for. Thanks very much for watching this video, guys. We hope that's given you just a quick insight into a category S purchase. Obviously, I'm not a master of category S purchases. This is my first and only category S purchase for G's mum, but it's proven to be a real bargain. So it's definitely worth keeping your eye out on Marketplace and having a good look to see if there's something. But obviously sometimes it can be too good to be true, so always check. Thanks very much for watching this video, guys. If you've got any comments, drop them down in the comment section below. Like, comment and subscribe, and we shall see you all in the next one.